So this story's been developing for about a year now, and it is finally somewhat close to wrapping up, thankfully. Right, so in the UK, there's this TikToker. His name is Harrison Sullivan, but his handle is HS Tiki Taki. Delightfully British handle there. That's right up there with Figmenty Pigmenty Crosser Tosser. And at this point, the stuff that he posts isn't really relevant at all to the story, so we're just gonna gloss over that. Anyway, there's another TikToker that's a part of this who goes by General G, and he originally clipped Harrison's content, and then Harrison took notice of him, and then they started palling around together. They made vids in Dubai, they drove expensive cars, that'll be relevant later. They made a song together called Lose My Mind.
On top now, your girl loves it when I'm on top, wow. Money from 19, bare biz, no lockdown. 24 hours, I'll be chasing that clock round.
Also relevant, you know, the typical TikTok flex offender behavior. And this working relationship continued until one day on a crisp March morning, Harrison and the General decide to go cruising in their McLaren together, and it's from what I could find, it seemed like Harrison was driving, and he decides, hey, we're in a supercar, let's get a little nuts with it, and shockingly, they crash. This is very much a tangent, but man, it always hurts seeing these stories where you get this beautiful piece of machinery, these supercars, but the TikTokers that buy them don't actually care about cars at all. They just want to look rich and cool, and then they last like 2 days because they treat them like cheap toys. Anyways, I really did, to find the footage of this crash, because there is footage out there of them crashing, but I was just unable to find it. Maybe y'all will have better luck than I did. But there are a lot of videos that you can easily find where people passed by and saw the crash site.
Fucking hell. HS has fucking walked off. Left his McLaren and walked off. Fucking hell. Hey, General, you good?
I feel something crack, bro.
You alright?
No, I think.
Aye, that's not trust, man. Shit.
Now, as you can imagine, General G suffered some injuries. According to a video he later posted, he got a broken rib, probably why he's not having the grandest time trying to get off the ground. He looks like me after I do a few too many sit-ups and my torso is just turned to mush. But somehow, HS Tiki Taki was not only just fine, he was able to flee the scene. You know, his cohorts on the ground had to crawl out of the debris, writhing in pain. Nah, no biggie, just gonna run off like it's his morning jog. Now, there were a few people at the time of this happening questioning if this was just a publicity stunt, if this was even real, and honestly, to this day, I still wonder how much of this is real, because there were some aftermath pictures of this accident. Look at the car. It looks like they had a head-on collision with a missile. How is it that one guy could not even walk away and the other guy was able to run away? But the thing is, there were 2 other people injured. I don't have names for them, but there are 2 other people that suffered from this incident. Now, when it comes to HS, this is not the first time something like this has happened with him, so it's possible that he's just been in enough car crashes to know what to do to avoid injuries in them. But that's just me spitballing here. And if you can believe it, people were speculating that Harrison didn't even own this car. I know, right? Because we've never seen that before. People looked up the license plate, and not only did they find out that car is not registered to Harrison, the plates shouldn't even be on that car. It's supposed to be for some completely different one. At this point, are you really an influencer if you're not flexing rentals and just trying to portray a lifestyle that you definitely don't have? I feel like that's part of the criteria. On his Instagram, people have been saying he's been flexing rentals for a while. I'm surprised we haven't seen any theories that he's booking those studios that are designed to look like private jets, just so he can pretend that he's on one for pics. Alright, so the hunt was on. The Popo made a post on their Twitter account saying, hey, this dude fled the scene of an accident. Public, we need your help looking for him. And locating him would not be hard at all. He was going to still upload to TikTok. Problem is, he fled the country, so they don't exactly have jurisdiction to arrest him. More specifically, he went to Dubai, where he and General G used to film videos a lot. Now, it is one thing to crash a car, leave your friend on the ground as you flee the scene when he's injured. Already we're in some questionable territory, but this man then decides 2 days later he's going to upload this video. It is HS Tiki Taki, General G, Lose My Mind, parentheses, Crash Remix. I'm sure you could see where this is going.
And they call me the General, flew out the McLaren, now I'm feeling pretty terrible.
I feel like with every story I cover on this channel, I see something that I've never seen before. I don't think I've ever seen an influencer mock his friend who was on the ground by mimicking their movements that they made as they were writhing in pain. So yeah, you could clearly see this guy is not exactly taking this situation too seriously. He also uploaded an apology video later called Sorry General.
Alright, this is a formal apology video to the general. I am so sorry, bruv. Like, I actually love you, innit? I've got serious love for you. We've had the maddest journey on the net over the last year. Like, it's actually been a mad journey from when you just used to make clips of me. You come out to Dubai, we blew the net last year. You've come out of your shell. You've completely grown as a character. And now you are the general, bruv. And yeah, I just want to apologise. Obviously, it was nothing to do with me, but I'm just apologising for what happened on behalf of whoever it was who was there.
Amazing apology there, dude. Just straight up say, no, it wasn't my fault. I'm just saying sorry on behalf of whoever you was there. You and General G were the only two people in the car, man. I know he's rage baiting, gang, guys. Just, wow. And this dude just keeps going. On top of posting his normal stuff, he's also posting stuff just to make fun of this whole car crash thing. He posted some news footage that he edited where it looked like they had him crying on the TV. He posted this one video where it's like a supervillain monologue where he's talking about how the media is lying about him.
So it's come to this. The Matrix has officially declared war on me. Why? Because I refuse to play by their rules. They're dragging my name through the mud. The Daily Mail, The Sun, even the BBC, all puppets of the system spinning their narrative.
And this is my personal favorite. This isn't on his TikTok, this is on his Twitter. He goes, I'm currently residing in Brentwood, Essex. Postcode, I don't care to read all that. Not sure why you're looking for me though. I've never driven a car in my life, so cannot be wanted for such a heinous crime as this. I'll turn myself in tomorrow morning. Hold tight, yeah? Yeah, he didn't turn himself in. I'm only like halfway through my notes here. Oh yeah, and referring to what I said earlier about how he's been accused of flexing rentals, I don't think he's gonna beat the allegations anytime soon because he uploaded a video. He said he got a brand new Lamborghini, and like 2 days after he got the Lambo, I messed up. It was actually like 2 weeks after he got it. That boy got impounded. Now listen, that's manageable, okay? All you have to do is walk up to the place and get your Lambo back, right? All problem is, he uploaded a video straight up saying he couldn't get it out, so he's gonna be stuck without the Lambo for 30 days.
Just turned up to the police station to get my car out the impound, and they're saying it's a 30-day impound. This is not helping the rental allegations at all. 30 days? So now I can get it on the 16th of December. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to get another car now.
Now, thankfully, I've never had a car impounded, but I've heard that you can't get that car out unless it's in your name, like registered to you. So, So this all happens, and then, out of the blue, we get a brand new character to this whole thing. His name is Adam, and he allegedly is the guy that loaned HS the McLaren in the first place. So Adam made his own YouTube channel and basically used it to just put this guy on blast. He claims HS actually had no money. He was completely broke. None of the expensive stuff was his. He didn't even have his own place. He was staying with Adam as a roommate. And he later said HS fled the scene because he had coke in his system because he did a bunch of it the night before.
Oh, he basically was borrowing that McLaren that day specifically, just for a quick like video shoot with his really stupid friend General G. And yeah, I let him borrow it real quick for the music video just because, as a personal favor. He told me he was insured. As you can see, the contract said he had to like cover his own insurance, all of this sort of stuff. But unfortunately, insurance doesn't cover you when you put a bunch of stuff up your nose the night before.
And this dude actually also calls up General G and gets him to talk about this stuff. And G says that Harrison actually can't come back to the UK because, well, obviously the arrest warrant, but also the government seized all of his assets. Now, I do want to say, take what this guy says with a grain of salt. I do not know how much of this is true. It does seem like he and HS had some sort of relationship. Not like a homo one, but a bromo one. But I do not know if like the roommate or the cocaine things are true. And actually, HS actually did an interview with some news station, and he said he would go back to the UK. It's just he didn't realize he had a court date when the incident took place. I'm not sure if I believe that, but okay. However, I'm very much willing to believe the cocaine thing, because if you can walk away from this scene, I feel like crackhead strength is a very, very plausible explanation. But you know, Adam appears to be on one himself in some way, because, okay, so what happened is HS wasn't making the payments on the McLaren that he crashed, according to Adam. Honestly, not sure why Adam ever thought he would. And so Adam has an interesting idea. He decides, hey, I'm going to fly to Dubai and look for this dude in person and confront him. And of course, Adam filmed this confrontation for us.
Yo, what the f*** is my money?
You've actually come here, you're right.
Bro, this is no joke.
What do you mean, where's your money, mate? It's in your mate, that's
Bro, you
where
owe
it's
me
at.
100. Okay, where's my
It's in your ass, mate. You actually gonna pull up stand at someone.
in his little rental SVJ?
Rental, mate.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, you know.
This guy's acting hard here
You
because
know how much these
he's acting
things
hard here because he's hiding behind the police.
Let's go then.
Come.
Now you figure this is where it would end, you know, they hash it out, throw down, and then they go their separate ways. But no, Adam decides to get a little crazier, and then he says, okay, HS fled the scene, he's gone. You know, in hindsight, that was a very real possibility when you decided to start punching a man that was driving a car. And instead of going home or seeing the sights in Dubai or whatever, he decides, okay, he figured out during this confrontation somehow that HS was going on a date. And so he decides, hey, I'm going to find the girl HS was going to meet up with and just start lambasting him to his date. I promise I'm not making this up. This is actually what Adam is posting to his stuff.
He's literally just dipped. I'm guessing you were meeting him, mate. Just turn up for a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
What do you mean? Where?
We just had a little fight there.
What now?
Yeah.
Outside. Where's he gone?
Okay, no. This is not real. This is no way this is real. This is fake, staged, and falsified. I refuse to believe this is real. How did Adam even figure out HS was going on a date? Were they just boxing, throwing hands, and then randomly HS was like, oh, hey, not the face, please. I've got a date tonight. Can you please leave that out of this? Is this dude even the guy that loaned Harrison the McLaren? I feel like it's a very real possibility. Harrison just found this guy off of Dubai Craigslist and paid him to pretend to do all this. Might not even be Dubai Craigslist. So HS promotes Telegram groups where it's about like Forex trading, and he promotes brokers and courses and all that. Maybe this dude just appeared in one of the group chats and HS just decided, no, this is the guy. This is gonna be my Daniel Day-Lewis, and I'm gonna pay him in stock options. They'll make you money, bro. Trust me. So this plotline wrapped up with a nice bow on top, and now we get to the part where Harrison gets his own TikTok trend. So people would use AI to create videos of him just doing random stuff. I'll put a couple on the screen right now. As you can see, they get a little unhinged, and people were having a grand time doing all this, but HS Tiki-Taki, he was hamming it up on stream saying, no, this is defamation. Y'all need to stop this. I will sue every single one of you. He even made a post on his Twitter. AI companies should be sued for allowing defamatory videos like this of me to be uploaded. I am currently in discussions to seek reparations. Disgusting. For context, y'all, I just want to point out he would react to these on stream and repost them on his own social media accounts. So this is just speculation, but I'm pretty sure he was having at least a little bit of fun with these, you know? But then one day on live stream, Harrison says he's going to actually turn himself into the UK police.
I want to say, if this is the last time that I do speak to you on live, it could be. But if this is the last time that I speak to you boys for a minute, then thank you for watching, supporting, helping me. And just like, bro, I've just enjoyed the community that we've built. I'll be real. I really do. I actually do enjoy it.
And I assume everybody was thinking, he's just joshing again. But nope. On October 10th, about a year after the crash, he flew back to the UK from Qatar, where he was staying at the time, and he turned himself in. Why do y'all think this guy turned himself in finally? Is it homesickness? I watched Atozi's vids on this, and he said it's so he could sue people in the UK because he would have to like work through the charges to get them off of him, and you can't sue people in the country you're a fugitive of, that's Atozi's theory. I'm leaning more towards the former of him just wanting to go back to the UK, and I don't know if he'll actually sue people for making these AI edits of him, but I don't know. We will see in due time. So he showed up to court on October 11th, and then he had another hearing planned for the 14th, but that hearing got postponed until the 24th, and he was denied bail. So he pled guilty, and now he will be sentenced on November, hold on, let me check the notes here, 14th. So at the time, he was facing dangerous driving charges, failing to stop after an accident, driving without third-party insurance, and driving while using a mobile phone. And I'm pretty sure that one actually got dropped because it was found General G was the one filming, but I said at that time he was facing these charges because out of nowhere we get thrown for another loop. Because it turns out this dude was also wanted by Spanish police because in some Spanish nightclub a while back, he like got in a fight with some guy, which then led to HS hitting the dude in the neck with glass, which sliced his jugular, which caused the guy needed emergency surgery. That guy lived, but holy cow, Harrison's a menace to society. So yeah, Harrison is in jail now, so we're gonna have to wait to see what his sentencing is. Place your bets in the comments, y'all. And here's hoping that none of y'all have to worry about any of this stuff in your life.